birthday party, am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? I know about them.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times. Have you been to his party?
Any real personal beef with Diddy? But it's got to go down. The bits are there. I'm a gold miner. I just found some gold.
Joe Rogan recently reignited debate by calling attention to what he described as the uncomfortable silence surrounding Ellen DeGeneres as the Diddy situation continues to dominate headlines. As federal charges against Diddy surfaced, the public began doing what it often does in moments like this: revisiting old clips, interviews, and interactions that once seemed harmless but now feel different when viewed through a new lens. In that process, Ellen's name has repeatedly come up, with many online questioning why her past on-air interactions with Diddy are being overlooked. Viewers have resurfaced clips from her show showing the two appearing unusually comfortable together, laughing, joking, and casually referencing party culture in ways that now strike some people as unsettling given what has since been alleged. While no wrongdoing has been established, the renewed scrutiny reflects a broader pattern in which audiences are reassessing familiar media moments and wondering why certain figures remain largely absent from the conversation despite recurring associations being highlighted online.
All right, we're back with Sean Diddy Combs. Is it Diddy today? Because sometimes you're Puffy and sometimes you're Diddy. Or sometimes you're Daddy. What are you today?
I'm so confused today with it, as long as you say it in a nice way.
As the conversation has shifted, those old jokes are now being rewatched as if they carried deeper meaning. And Joe Rogan's comments have only added fuel to that reassessment. According to Rogan, there may be a reason Ellen DeGeneres isn't being scrutinized as aggressively as others, despite Diddy appearing on her show multiple times and engaging in on-camera conversations about parties that went beyond brief, throwaway remarks. Rogan suggested that what once seemed like harmless, casual banter is now being viewed differently by audiences, who are reinterpreting those moments as potential pieces of a much larger cultural story. While no allegations have been proven against Ellen, the renewed attention reflects how public opinion is re-examining familiar media interactions and questioning why some figures remain largely shielded from the level of pressure now being applied elsewhere.
A new thing, are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
You know I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late, because, you know, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, the silence feels loud, and it raises an uncomfortable question. Is this just awkward timing, or is it a topic no one wants to touch? Things get even stranger when people look back at how Ellen DeGeneres' show ended after the toxic workplace scandal. An episode that didn't just make headlines but permanently altered how many viewed her public persona. Not long after, Ellen and Portia moved to the UK, with Ellen publicly linking the decision to the political climate, though many observers interpreted the timing as more than a lifestyle change. Fair or not, that perception stuck, and it's why audiences keep revisiting old moments and asking what really happened behind the scenes. To understand why Ellen's name even comes up in current conversations, people point back to the BuzzFeed news report that shattered her Be Kind brand, detailing allegations from former staff about intimidation, racism, and a toxic work environment where speaking up felt risky. The contrast between the show's message and those claims fueled massive backlash, leading to the removal of executive producers and a public response from Ellen herself. While she maintained that she wasn't aware of everything happening behind the scenes, the debate never fully went away, leaving her reputation permanently altered in the eyes of a divided public.
You may have heard this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show, and then there was an investigation. I learned that things happened here that never should have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were.
The show continued for a while before ultimately ending, with Ellen saying it simply wasn't challenging anymore. But many people interpreted that explanation differently, feeling the trust had been broken and never fully restored. That context is why attention has now shifted to what Joe Rogan actually said about Ellen during a discussion about Diddy on his podcast. Rogan pointed out how strange it is that, for years, so many celebrities openly joked about Diddy's parties, as if attending them was a badge of honor, something to brag about rather than question. He suggested that those casual jokes now feel unsettling in hindsight, especially given everything that has come to light, and he questioned why that culture of public joking and silence around it went unchallenged for so long.
I guess Diddy just kept people at his houses because he's got multiple houses, and he's just had freak out part. Look at him. Look at Saucy.
Yeah.
Said, "Go, Saucy."
Yeah. No, Saucy's crazy. Have you seen Saucy?
Rogan went on to mention figures like Ashton Kutcher and others who used to talk about those parties as if attending them were a badge of honor. Then he highlighted something many people had overlooked. A lot of that party chatter played out publicly on the Ellen DeGeneres show. His point was straightforward but unsettling. How could so many famous people orbit these events for years, joke about them on camera, laugh them off, and later claim they saw nothing, when today's allegations paint a far darker picture? What really struck viewers is that the party talk was never subtle. One clip from a 2018 interview keeps resurfacing, where Diddy tells Ellen he always invites her to his parties and she never comes, then adds that while they start early, the real party begins after midnight on the upper floors. Ellen's reaction, which many now interpret as recognition rather than confusion, is the moment people can't seem to move past.